Keep the block between the thighs again. Just really good to keep active through the core without having to clench anything. It just happens naturally in a nice efficient state. So your set up on all fours, remember, is your wrists are under your shoulders. Wrists are under the shoulders, and you spread the fingers wide, so all thumb pads or all finger pads are on the floor. Sometimes we hug that thumb into the index finger, and a gap between the floor and that web space happens, so we want to spread them wide. Your knees are under your hips. Now, not back here, because you'll tend to arch and tilt. Your knees are right in under the hips, so you're quite close together. Lovely. And we'll slide those shoulder blades back, feel them nice and mobile, and then press them away with the exhale. Toes are tucked under for a little bit of myofascial release through the sole of the foot and our plantar fascia. Inhale, shoulder blades slide back. Exhale, press away. Inhale, shoulder blades slide back. Exhale, press away. Inhale, shoulder blades slide back. I'm still staying long through my elbows. Exhale, puff out those shoulder blades. Length through the back of the head, so check you're not lifting through too much through the chin. So just lower the chin and lengthen the head. Okay, so imagine my hand is behind your hairline and you're just pressing into that area, so it's not a drop. Inhale, shoulder blades side back. Exhale, let's add on. Press the shoulder blades and then lift the knees to hover. You'll sit back towards your heels. Make sure you're not splaying or dropping through the trunk. Lengthen out that trunk. Lift the rib cage into the back body. Hold it there. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. 3 breaths. Breath in. Breath out. And lower the knees. Lovely. Let's try that again. You can just lengthen off the heels if you want a little bit of pressure. Off the wrist. Inhale again. Shoulder blades slide back. Exhale. Press the shoulder blades away or puff them out. Lift the front ribs in and hover. Lovely. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. And lower. Let's do another round. Inhale. Shoulder blades slide back. Exhale. Press away. This is really good for activity through the pelvic floor, the glutes, and you'll feel it in the core. The hug of the block helps the pelvic floor stay safe and active. Inhale, exhale, press away, lift. 3 breaths here. Breathe into the back body, your bra strap area where you would hold a halter monitor. Breath in. Let it go. Breath in. Let it go. Check the fingers are spread. Breath in. Let it go and lower. Nice work. We're going to do a little bit of work on the side trunk now. So stay in that position. I've removed the block. We're going to inhale and exhale, stretch that right foot back, lower the heel back towards the mat. A lovely stretch here for the calf and plantar fascia. Draw it in, inhale, exhale, step back with the other foot. And that lovely stretch as you drop the heel back. Stay pressed into the floor as you lengthen out the shoulder blades away from one another, so you're not arching and dropping. So tuck that tailbone, lift the front ribs and just press away. Slide one knee in and one knee out. Right knee in and left knee stretches out. Right, left knee in and right knee stretches. Now we're going to hold it here as you let the right heel twist to the floor and kickstand your left foot. We're coming into our side plank. So just rotate into a modified side plank. Again, draw those front ribs in. Kickstanding the leg would help you. Good. So check you haven't arched. Draw it in and a little press into the side of the pelvis for feedback. Lovely. Take a couple of breaths in here if you want to. You can reach straight up to the sky, not back, so you hinge to your shoulder. Take it forward so your wrist is slightly in front of that shoulder. Breath in and breath out. And we'll come back to all fours. Slide the knee in. We'll stretch to the other side. So left foot stretches back. Rotate the heel. Kickstand that right foot. Press into the floor. Remember your shoulder, your wrist is under that shoulder. Hand comes to the side of the pelvis. Draw the front ribs in again so you're not arching. You want that length through the back body. Press into the floor. If you feel steady, you can reach. Inhale. And exhale, we'll come back to all fours. Let's flow onto the other side. So stretch the right foot back, kickstand left, reach. Draw in the front ribs. If you feel steady, you can hover. Breath in, breath out, and we'll come all the way onto all fours. Stretch the left foot back, kickstand right, rotate and reach, or hand to the pelvis, whichever you feel steady with. Check my wrist is under that shoulder. It's not out here. You steady it back and you can press. You get a lot of shoulder blade activity. Then you can lift that top leg if you feel comfortable. Check you haven't fallen forward. So draw the front ribs in, reach, breath in, and you'll immediately feel the activity into that under glute. Come back to all fours. One more each side. Stretch that right foot back. Kickstand the left. You can lift. Check you haven't spilled your guts, so draw them in and that lower glute kicks in. Top glute kicks into breath in. Back to all fours. Stretch back. Lovely. Hold it here. Breath in. Breath out, come back to all fours. Come off your wrist for a second. Lots of activity through the wrist. If the block is there, you can just lay your forearms, turning the hands up, lovely stretch. through the thoracic spine and the lats on the side of the body and ribcage. Breathe into the back body here and breathe it out. Breath in and breathe it out. Breath in and breathe it out. Lovely. Last little bits on all fours. So hug that block again. Check your setup. Really important to grow out of this. If you don't have a good setup, everything add on will be a little bit tricky. So wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We're going to breathe in and breathe out. Hover, and now we're going to draw our pelvis right up. You can walk the feet in. Small bend of the knees is helpful as you lift the apex of the pelvis right up to the sky. Come out of your shoulders, so don't drop into your shoulders. Press away. Breathe in here. Let the head hang. Bend the knees if you want to get taller. So we can also go back there, but you tend to drop into a funny position. So walk those toes in, bend the knees, press and lift. Breathe in, and we're going to drop down. Breath in, breathe out, hover, and then right up into our active down dog. Breathe in, down onto all fours. Breathe out, lift. Let that head hang. You can be like this. Let the head hang. Maybe mobilize your neck from side to side. Drop, inhale, exhale and lift. Inhale, drop down. Exhale and lift. A few more of those. Inhale. Getting lovely length through the side body. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Add on here if you want to bend your right knee. Breathe in. Breath out. Press into the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower. We'll go to the other side. Bend the right knee, left knee. And you're pressing into your hands on the big toe mound. Breathe in. Breathe out and lower. One more on each side. Press the floor away. Bend the right knee. Really getting active to the trunk and getting mobility. Same time. Bend the left knee. Breathe in. Press into the pads of your hands, the thumb pads. And inhale and lower back down. Super. Stretch. Come off your hands. Breathe in. And breathe out. So we're going to come onto our forearms, hugging your hands together. Same setup. Elbows under those shoulders, knee under the hips. Interlace the fingers. We're going to head towards dolphin. So again, puff out those shoulder blades at the back. Inhale. Exhale, puff out. Inhale. Exhale, puff out. Inhale. Exhale, and up we go. Lovely. So can you get nice and high? The pelvis is the apex. And lower back down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those elbows in. Press away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Press into your big toe mounds. Lower and lift. And lower, inhale. Exhale and lift. Nice. And up onto all fours. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, lift into down dog. Now we're going to walk back, back, back onto your heels. Take a moment here in a forward full stretch as you walk your hands forward. Lovely mobility. Inhale, we'll come all the way up. Interlace the hands, reach up to the sky onto your big toe mounds and lower. Hinge at that hip, walk forward, 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 into that active down dog. Breath in, breath out, walk back, walk back, walk back. Sit in that forward hinge. Inhale, come on up, reach up onto your big toe mounds. Check that you're not sliding forward from your pelvis, because that would kind of unsteady the ship. So imagine that block is your pelvic floor. Draw the pelvis back. Lower the heels, hinge at the hips, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, active down dog. Breath in, breath out, walk back, walk back, walk back. We'll pick up the pace now just to get some heart health and cardiac fitness. Walk forward, and you can head toward a plank or stay in your down dog. Walk back, walk back, walk back. Reach up, press into the big toe mounds. Hinge, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Plank or down dog, and walk back, walk back, walk back, and reach. Inhale. Exhale, hinge, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward into plank or your down dog. Walk back, walk back, walk back. Lovely. Reach from the shoulder blades, press into our big toe mounds. As you reach through those knuckles again, press into the big toe mound. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Lovely. And we're just going to practice our hip hinge. So you're going to take the block, press it into the front of your thighs as you hinge back into those sit bones and come forward. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge back into those sit bones and come forward. So remember, it's a long spine, not a rounded spine. So you're going to press those sit bones back. We did a lot of work on this in the class. As you lengthen the crown of your head forward and your tailbone back. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Hinge. Inhale. Come up. You don't need a block for this. You can even just use a hip crease or your fingertips into that hip crease for 5 and 4, just to get yourself back into those sit bones. 3 and 2, and 1. Hold it there, hold in your hinge, and then step your left foot back, right foot forward. Breathe in here, and step it up. And hinge, slide that left foot back, there's a bend in that front knee, long spine, and step in. Hinge, and step it. Hinge, and step it in. Hinge, lovely, and you can take the block into your hand, or you can interlace the fingers, whichever you have, and then you're going to reach from those shoulder blades again, pressing the back, big toe mound into the floor. Remember that shoulder blade slide will really get the tummy working here, and this glute is on fire. Small bend in that front knee, but you're sitting back, so I'm not rounded like this, I'm sitting back. Reach from the shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Up we come. Really getting active through that left glute. We're going to go to the other side. So you're going to slide your right foot back. Hinge to that left side. Again, use the fingertips into your hip crease or the block for feedback. You can place the other hand on your bum area, your back pocket, as you sit into that hand for 5 and 4. So tactile feedback, so important just to talk to the muscles. 3, and it's a hinge rather than a round spine. 2, and we're going to hold it there. Interlace the fingers or hug your block, whichever you have, and you're going to reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Reach, reach, reach. Breath in. Soft jaw, length through the back of the head. 2, and 1. Nice work. Take that block. You're going to step up with the right foot and reach behind you. Lovely. Breathe in. Step back and then reach back again. Breath in. Stay long through the standing knee. Just mobilize now the tissues that we've just worked. Reach back so you can see my hand in my block. Having a block in your hand just gives you a little bit of feedback to reach with a little bit of weight. Stretch it back. 4, 3, great for balance. 2, and 1. Lovely. And go to the other side. So your block is in your left hand. You're going to lift your left knee. You can hold the front of it and see if you can lengthen out that standing legs. It can be a little bit flexed, which is no bother, but just get a bit more activity through the trunk. So we're going to reach a little step. That momentum will help. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Good. And 1 and rest. Lovely work. We're going to stretch out. I'll bring you to the corner here. Stretch out our glutes now. And we did a little bit of work on, and we're going to get a bit of thoracic rotation. So hands on the wall, and walk your hands down the wall. Feet stay under the hips. Press the wall away with length through the elbows. Breathe in and breathe out. So you want the ankles underneath the hips so you can lengthen the spine long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand is going to reach across to your knee, your thigh, or your calf, wherever you can. As you press the wall away, keep active through here. And then you can hug the outer leg to draw yourself round. Let the head hang. Release the jaw. Small bend in the knees if you want to get more length in the back. So really nice stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out on the side. So press the right hand at the wall. Stretch it away. Turning to that right side, wherever your hand wants to be on that leg. Release the jaw. Release the head. And then press into the wall. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And up we come. So we're going to try and integrate the breath now as we do small little work on our legs and lunge into a lunge. So the band is going to come across the back of that scapula, that shoulder blade that we used earlier as a roadmap. It's going to come across the back of your ribcage, so it will facilitate your breath as well. And we're just going to finish off with a little bit of whole body activity. So we're going to breathe in first, breathe out and reach. You can round into your thoracic spine and let your shoulder blades draw forward. Inhale, come back. Little lift to the front chest. Exhale, reach. Let the head hang. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Just encourage the breath into that back body and that shoulder blade. Glide forward, get the shoulder blades, the serratus anterior, and your rib cage. So the abdominal muscles that attach to your rib cage. So now we're going to step forward, lift the back knee, our back toes, drop into your lunge and step it back in. Exhale, step, reach for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. And we're going to hold it here. We're going to slide the shoulder blades forward and draw it back so your hands are joined at the front. Inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale for 5 and 4, this is really getting active to the glute, 3, and 2, and one other set, 5, 4, 3, 2, you'll feel the core active here as well, 1, and step it back, let's go with the other side, so step and reach for 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Check that front knee isn't falling in on you like that. Sometimes it can drift in, so we want to point it straight ahead for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. And we're going to hold it, drop into that low lunge, reach, slide the shoulder blades forward, maybe draw them back. Reach with the exhale, like we did in our bridge earlier. That reach really gets the activity through the trunk, into that glute, and across the front trunk. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up we come. Breath in, breath out. Try a little roll down. You can have your block for this if you want to hug it in underneath, across the front of the pelvis. Breath in, breath out. Hug the trunk. Let the head hang. Beautiful way to release that low back. You can shimmy your tailbone from side to side. 3, 2, and 1. If you don't have a block, you can use a thick rolled up towel. Just do that forward fold hang. If the ground is too far away from you, you can use a block to support the hands. Nice work. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to add into that. But that are the core components that we use. And remember, in the classes, there's loads of add-ons, variations, and adjustments we can do. Okay, thanks guys.